1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At 7 Weeks Coffee, every sip defends life. We give 10% of every sale to pro-life pregnancy centers across America. Drink coffee with conviction, because your brew should stand for something. Are you tired of funding woke corporations? At Mammoth Nation, shop American-owned businesses that share your values. Get exclusive member-only deals that pay for themselves. Join the America First Marketplace at mammoth.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good morning, everyone. My name is Willie Lawson, and this is the Morning Report. The Morning Report is a production of FightBackMedia.com, 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 and FightBackMediaTV.com. Hope that you are well today. It's going to be kind of a long show today, but I need you to pay attention because there is stuff happening. We begin this morning with an event that could shape the future of the largest Christian denomination in the world, the Catholic Church. The papal conclave is officially underway, following the depth of stop. Hey everybody, I am thrilled that the Larissa Thompson story is starting to take off. A lot of creators on YouTube, a lot of creators on TikTok are starting to pick up this story. Now, the next part of the magic is to not just get to your own audiences, is to aim this story at the places that are resisting it the most. Aim this story at CNN, at MSNBC. Aim this story at ABC, CBS, NBC. Aim this story at your local news agencies, your local newspaper, your local TV and radio stations. Aim this story to where it must get to. Because two things happen. We get to tell the story of Larissa Thompson, which is paramount. And we get to expose some of these people for the lying hypocrites they are. You know, the Army's 250th anniversary parade in D.C. was supposed to be a tribute, a celebration of service, sacrifice, and American strength. But the moment the tanks rolled on the Constitution Avenue, the usual suspects, media elites, D.C. activists, and leftist influencers lost their mind. They didn't see the soldiers. They didn't see the historic milestone. They saw Donald Trump. And that's the problem. Trump didn't hijack the parade. His critics did. They flooded the headlines with hysterics, authoritarian vibes. Is Trump trying to be a dictator? This looks like North Korea. You break. Presidents have honored the military this way before. Obama had fighter jets flyovers. Biden posed in Ukraine under a mystery siren. Really, Bill Clinton had a Gulf War parade in 1991, but when Trump supports it, suddenly it's fascism. Oh, come on. The truth is, the parade wasn't about Trump. It was about Army privates in boots. It was about the medic in camo. It was about 250 years of defending freedom. Instead of covering that, the media turned it into a sideshow just to attack a man they can't stop thinking about. They made the parade about Trump, not him. They made the parade about Trump, not him. They made the parade about Trump. That's not patriotism. That's obsession. It robbed our soldiers of the spotlight they earned. I saw through it. And so do you. They don't want you to speak. They don't want me to speak. They want us all to shut up, fall in line, and accept the narrative they built for us. Hi, I'm Willie Lawson, and this is the Morning Report. Welcome to day one of our special series, why conservative media matters, and why you must be a part of it. Today, we're talking about silence. More importantly, we're breaking it. Hey, my name is Willie Lawson of Fight Back Media. I tried to stay out of the fray yesterday. Yesterday was Juneteenth. It's going to be good for you. In 1863, during the American Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln issued what we know as the Emancipation Proclamation, which declared more than 3 million enslaved people living in the Confederate States to be free. Chattel slavery remained legal in the border states to the Union, loyal to the Union, such as Delaware, Maryland, Kentucky, Missouri, West Virginia, and was not officially abolished in the United States until the passage of the 13th Amendment. More than 2 years passed, however, before enslaved Americans then living in Texas, some 250,000, were freed. And it's not until the Union soldiers arrived in Galveston on June 19th, 1865, and were able to enforce the edict that the state's residents finally experienced freedom. For some enslavers and enslaved alike, it was like going through Major General Gordon Granger's General Order Number 3, that they learned that slavery had been abolished in the Confederate States. The order read in part, "People of Texas are informed that in accordance with the proclamation from the executive of the United States, all slaves are free." Now, here's what you're missing. What you're missing is that the Emancipation Proclamation was signed by the first Republican president. This Independence Day, don't let bitterness and media divisiveness steal your gratitude. Wave the flag. Watch the fireworks. Pray for the Republic. And remind your children why America matters. Because if we ever stop celebrating freedom, we'll soon forget how to keep it. My name is Willie Lawson. This is the Morning Report. And on this 4th of July week, I say proudly, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. I know so many people, college professors, are teaching that America doesn't have its own culture. Well, I beg to differ. As a matter of fact, the following video, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll know when we make new videos. Thanks so much for coming. We'll see you when we see you. America thrives on the idea, or at least a YouTube channel. It's the rags to riches Winfrey. Kids here are being told you can be anything. Number 3, pop culture as a global export. From Motown to Marvel, from shows and Grammy performances streamed on every continent. Part of our culture, number 4, is freedom of speech and protest culture. Yes, America. Morning Report family, we are at 982 subscribers. We're just 18 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you believe in truth, accountability, and independent conservative media, smash that subscribe button right now. Right now. Because we can do this. We can do this. Billy Graham famously said he believed the next move of God would be believers making a difference in the marketplace. In the fall of 2019, Anton Kresic moved to Washington, D.C. And as Anton began his career in the political arena, two things became obvious. Godly principles were lacking on both sides of the aisle, and many organizations were putting profits before people. 7 Weeks Coffee was started to reverse this trend and live out Graham's calling as believers in the marketplace. As a values-based business, 7 Weeks Coffee has a simple and transparent mission. Donate 10%, a tithe, of every sale to pregnancy care centers across the nation. They are committed to earning your trust, not expecting it. So how do they do this? Leading with their values, showing the impact and providing the highest quality product. I am a Christian. I'm conservative. And 7 Weeks Coffee unapologetically supports pregnancy care centers across the nation. Please join us by letting your coffee serve a greater purpose. Well, good morning. This is the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson, and we're standing on the edge of something historic. James Comey, remember him? He's a former FBI director, the man who once sat at the top of America's most powerful law enforcement agency. He's been indicted. 2 charges. 1, making false statements to Congress Lying to Congress is illegal. Now, what's funny is that Congress lies to us all the time, but lying to them is illegal. It is under 18 U.S. Code, Section 1001. The second count is obstruction of congressional proceedings under Section 18 of the U.S. Code, Paragraph 1505. Now, this isn't rumor as you're waking up this morning. This isn't speculation. This is the Department of Justice itself in the Eastern District of Virginia, bringing the weight of the federal government, the federal grand jury against a man who ran the Bureau of Investigation. And that, my friend, is a moment that requires more than just a hot take. It requires depth. So over the next little bit, we're going to break it down for you. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate you. Listen, I have something that I want you to have. You can go to our website and you can buy something, our t-shirt that says, "No, we will not comply." Because every time we comply, we take that option away from our children. And we take that option of freedom and liberty away from our grandchildren. Go to the fightbackmedia.com website and click on the t-shirt that says, "No, we will not comply." And underneath it, it has the nocompliancemovie.com website. And every single shirt that we sell, we'll send 50% of that sale to my friend Chris Han Hall so they can produce the next movie. And whatever work they're doing, we will send 50% of the proceeds to my friend Chris Han Hall. So go to fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com, and click on the "No, we will not comply" t-shirt. Hey, y'all. Thanks for watching the show this morning. Listen, I have something that I want you to have that we've been working on. It's a Fight Back Media guide to winning online for the 2026 midterms. When you're online trying to convince, the left that their viewpoint and their mindset is complete booty, because it is. It's trash. But you want to do it in a way that actually works and that we're not just preaching to the choir. Please go to our website, fightbackmedia.com, and download this guide. It's full of really helpful, practical situations. It's a guide that you can share with your friends. You can print it out. It has quizzes and the test. So I really want you to understand the material, and I want to upgrade our presence online, our conservative presence online. So go to fightbackmedia.com, and download your Fight Back Media guide to winning online in 2026. Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson. I hope that you are doing well. It's getting to the point where it's getting harder and harder to think about the Democrats and the left and take them seriously at all.
Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Caroline.
It seems like, hang on a second here. It seems like the more we try to listen, and the more that people want to be informed, the more it seems. Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson. I hope that you are doing well. It's getting to the point where it's getting harder and harder to think about the Democrats and the left and take them seriously at all.
Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, Caroline.
It seems like, hang on a second here. It seems like the more we try to listen, and the more that people want to be informed, the more it seems